Here, welcome back for the stream of round 4 in the exhibition series in 2019-2020, the Nations Cup and Manufacturer Series. So we're going to start off entering here the Nations Cup. It's 3 times tire wear, 3 times fuel wear, 9 times tire wear. You can use soft and medium. There is no tire requirement. Refueling speed is 7 liters per second. I'm just going to wing it and use the 2016 Audi, since looking at the leaderboard most people are using that car, so we're just going to go ahead and choose that. Hopefully we've gotten in on time. We'll see. I believe we have. Yep, there you go. Just give me a second. I'll get the so I can see the comment section. I can't really see it at the moment. Here we go. Hi Feher and hi To. Sorry, I can't read the rest of that. That's kanji. It's a bit too complicated for my Japanese, but hello there, thank you very much for tuning in. So yeah, for this race we're going to be using the Audi 2016 version of the R18. This is mainly because of the 20 horsepower that it has in terms of other Group 1 hybrids, like the like the Toyota TS050 and the Porsche 919. But most importantly, it's got a strong hybrid for a single lap. So that means if we want to push on a fast lap to get a good time, it can do that. I'm not quite sure how it works with fuel for this car. As you can see, about half of the top 10 leaderboard is using it. But I think it is a one-stop in terms of fuel. You have to go 9 and 10 laps. Yep. Hi Dimitarko, thank you very much. I'll try my best. Yeah, hi Maciek, yeah, no problem. Thank you. Hi Outlaw. Nice to see you again. Coming here to learn something, eh? UFI races. So the bus stop chicane with these Group 1 cars is flat out. Tire wear wise, you should be fine. Like even deep into the stint, you should be still pretty fast. And here we are, we're into the lobby. But it doesn't seem to be quite the strongest. We have Jesus, which I'm thinking might be Bass. Sidog, Felix Danos, Brian F, Nick, John Stan, Deco Byrell, M Bradley, Simonized, Iron Mask, DNA ExS1R4. Yeah, so some faster guys in this. And yeah, we'll see what the points are. 2,251, wow, that's actually pretty decent. Besides the fact that, besides the fact that Some of the other names like Tierra Hole, Mint GTR, they're not in this. Okay. Okay. It's a 19 lap race. As far as I'm aware, you need to save fuel actually, so okay, so yeah, this is definitely going to be a fuel race too, with some short shifting. But depending on how fast your pace is, there are some people that won't be going quite as fast, and because of that, they won't be carrying speed, they won't be working the engine as much, so they can actually make it on fuel a bit better. IMAS going off there. In the Porsche, I believe. So, yeah, using the Audi Aero team. Just like a quick 15-minute delivery. Ooh, no. Hi Diego. So I want to see times for nations. Okay, Outlaw. Yeah, fair enough. It is a difficult track for some guys, so I understand. Yeah, these are pretty decent points, so we'll do our best to try and get a good result, so we don't have to do the next lap. So a lot of hybrid cars, plenty of Peugeots, plenty of Audis, plenty of Toyotas. Sorry, Peugeot, what am I talking about? Porsches. You can see the deco barrel with the old Peugeot 908. That's also pretty decent around here. One thing is to have a clean lap here. If you have no traffic on your lap, that's the best. Any slipstream that you might get during the actual lap is just a bonus. So here we go, we're gonna do our first lap. so 21.1 for our first lap. I'm not sure if that's competitive or not. Perhaps it is. But that wasn't a half bad lap. There was probably another 2/10 in it all. So I'd say it's okay for now. If you're watching Outlaw, maybe you could tell me what times you've gotten in practice, because I know that you're pretty decent as well. Yeah, Ronnie's like 0.69. I think it's okay time for now. And then we're just going to take it nice and slowly around the lap. Hit anything. I barely started practicing an hour ago. Okay, I get it then. Oh yeah, it's at night for you guys over there. So, wait, no, in the middle of the day. Never mind. So, 20 flat was your flyer. Yeah, that's a good time. I'd say, as a flyer, that's a pretty solid time. If I was able to do this now, I haven't actually done any proper qualifying practice with this car. Did like half a race, but that was it. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's good or not. 20.5 or something. Oh, okay, yep. Yeah, now you've given me something to push towards. So I'll try and get that time. Honestly, I don't see that happening. I see a 20.6 for the time being. If you fuel burn, like, if you just do so much more fuel burning with this, yeah, maybe you can see a 20.5 happening with that. That's for people who want to fuel burn. So yeah, let's do that. Because hitting the wall isn't going to help us at all. Right now we're gonna, I don't know, we're gonna go and just use this lap for fuel burning. Like, not so aggressive fuel burning though, where you have to put the brakes on and whatnot. Brake balance. Got like 10% out of that one lap, I think, with that extra fuel burning we did. $673. We're going to just try and preserve the tyres a bit. At the end of the lap, we're going to recharge the hybrid for the lap. Okay, yeah. That's if you like immediately do a fuel burning after your first lap. Yeah, I can see a 20.5 forming in that. We got the 26, but definitely 20.5 in all that one, if you do a lot more fuel burning. Yep, thanks you, Andrew. Nice to see you again, mate. Thanks for tuning in. .685, so I believe there's more time in that lap for sure with fuel burning. Plus I didn't get the first chicane the greatest, but apart from that it was decent. More fun turn one in the last corner. Yeah, the last corner is a really difficult one. You need to brake late and throw the car in at the same time. Like, you're really heavily loading the dice to not succeed, because if you brake late there and miss the corner slightly, you just ruin your entire exit. You need to hug the inside on that last one. But if you brake early, you're losing too much time because you're not braking as late as you should be to be going fast. So it's a very fine balancing act to get right. So I'm gonna use the soft tires. And thanks, Jesus. But I'm typically you for track control, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people do suffer a little bit around here. But in general, I like this track quite a bit. Like, I think the only thing I can't get properly is the bus stop chicane, but sometimes. But apart from that, I think I'm fine. So yeah, qualified in first with the Audi R18. It's a decent lap. Yeah, I won't meet the wall, that's for sure. Yeah, thanks Tim Tarko. Hope you enjoy the race. I'll do my best not to meet the wall. So yeah, we've qualified in first position with the new Audi R18 2016, starting from first with a 20.685. We have Danos in the Porsche with a 21.619, so almost a second in front. And Ronnie in the new Audi, started off also in the new Audi. Yeah, precious clean air. Clean air means a lot in these Group 1 cars. DNA as well with a 22.0, then Jesus, the second Porsche, with a 22.044. Nick choosing the old Toyota, which that's an interesting choice, I didn't expect that. Deco Byro on 8th with the 908 Peugeot, following behind him just in the exact same car as Captain Risky. We have Mika Bradley in the new Audi R18. And the first new Toyota, which I expected there to be more of, is JCD in 11th. Brian F in the Peugeot in 12th. And behind them is NX73811 with a 22.9. Then Simonized, or Capra-Keely as he's known on YouTube, with the new Audi R18. And John O'Stan in the old Audi. Now that he will do okay. 5Z in the new variant of the R18. And Godot in 17th with a 23.649. Behind him we have Iron Mask. And then I believe rounding out the grid we have Guts in the new Audi R18. 3 seconds off pole position. So yeah, I think this is a one stop. It's a very short pit stop time. I think the moment you get into the pit, the animation for the pit stop immediately starts. But we're not going to risk having to fight anyone. We're just going to stick to a one stop if everything goes right. Yeah. Enjoy the race, guys. We're going to have to do some hybrid safety as well. Yeah, overestimated the cold tires there. Now the brake on slightly. Let's charge up the hybrid a bit more. Okay, that was close. Right now we've build a small gap to Danos. That is not the best of second laps, but again, this Audi doesn't seem to excel too much in race pace at the moment. Yeah, this is the new R18, Lewis. It's not the old one, the 2011. This is the 2016 one. It's got a weak hybrid, so that's why you'll see me braking on the straights a bit. Charge it up. was close there. You don't want to go over the curb too much. Those consecutive fast corners, because the inside of those curves really unsettle the car. So our times are getting consistently slower, which matches the tyre wear for now. But we're not losing as much as I imagined we would have. Thought we would be losing a bit more. We messed up the exit on that one. Compromised the entire lap. Yeah, we're a lot slower now because of what we did there. We almost hit the wall on that one. See, the softs are now starting to drop off, like off a cliff in terms of grip levels. There's nothing we can do about that right now, so no refueling, new tyres, that's it. Let me just go to the end now. Now, the problem is that our hybrid is a bit more used up now. Need to use this extra lap to charge it. So we're not going to be going quite as fast. Just going to be doing a bit more braking. Now we've got her up back to an acceptable level for now. So we need to keep doing this. Because that pit exit cost us a lot of time. Thanks, MA. I'm using brake balance too, but for qualifying I was on 1. But don't take my word for it, I didn't do any practice with this car. I just grabbed it. I didn't expect to go so fast so quickly. I just like the way it handles, I guess. It's got a good way getting through the corners. We're able to conserve some hybrid power for now. But if you get into a car like the Porsche, that thing can do a much better job at it. Like, if you go in the Porsche, it's never going to struggle for hybrid. You're never going to have to trail brake like I am. You can really let it go. But I chose the R18 because it seems to be faster in qualifying. And I was doing some practice. Just first lap. Using slightly more hybrid on this lap and get it back somehow. Oh, that was close. The car didn't agree with the curb right there, it just got thrown off. Yeah, no problem, MA. You have to do a lot of trail braking to get the hybrid to be available for the Audi. Porsche, you don't have to do quite as much. You can drive however you like. I'm not sure about the Toyota, the new one. I think it's almost the same thing. Just in the first corner there. too late into that fast stop. How does it feel? We should be fine. So yeah, the last 3 laps are separated by about 7 thousandths, so that means we are being consistent, not losing too much despite the tyre wear. I don't know, there are some places where you can save the hybrid, there are places where you can't. It just takes a lot of experience on one track, knowing how the car works, and then kind of evaluate what's the best way of doing it. It also comes down to each car. Like I said, you need to know exactly what the car is doing at all times. So we're starting to drop off the pace a little bit. Back a little bit now. Someone isn't lucky that the wall. What is Iron Mask doing? He's going in reverse. Right there. Okay. So that last lap wasn't good at all. Make absolutely short. Yeah, it's on 2. Brake balance is on 2. It felt like it was acting a bit strangely in these last couple of laps, and I'm not sure if that was down to my driving or if it changed the brake balance slightly. Yeah, the fronts are using a bit more. Despite this being an MR car, the fronts are getting a lot more use around this part of the track. And for this last lap, we can go out full revs because we have 8% of fuel. There's no reason to save. got so contained in looking at the hybrid instead of looking at the fuel. So by instinct we just saved enough fuel anyhow. So it's okay race. Some laps that weren't very good, but I think there's like another 3 seconds in that total time, if I'm honest. Porsche would be maybe a bit stronger in race pace, but in qualifying it will struggle a little bit more. Yep, thanks Andrew, thanks Outlaw. So dude, you flat out that dish, came out talking like a boss. Yeah, thanks Muffin Man. Yeah, with these Group 1 cars you don't have to think about it too much, because I believe almost every single car except the Group C's you can flat out that, no problem. Thanks Huibi. Tips for heating up quali laps with tyre wear. Take a slow out lap, rev the car to maximum revs, but don't have the brake on, like fuel burn, but don't have the brake on, keep it in high revs, no brake. And then make sure before the last corner to use a bit of the brake to charge up the hybrid power, so that you have a full bar before the last corner. If you have a full bar before the last corner, you're almost 100% not going to run out during your fast lap. So that means the hybrid could work the best, and just keep pushing. Yep, thanks Maciek, Dimitarko and Luca, thank you very much. Yeah, good race. There's a bit more speed in that. 2,251, it's decent points for now, and I think we're going to be safe for this round. Yeah, Huibi, just do a slow out lap. Don't use the tires too much, and make sure to charge up the hybrid before the last corner. So that means like putting in the low gear and keeping the brake on. And apart from that, you should be fine. Yeah, thanks GT France PWAX. Thanks. So in the end, it was me in first, Danos 9.5 seconds down the road, then Sidog, which was 18 seconds behind, Nick, who jumped up, I think it was like from 7th or 6th with that old Toyota TS03, so that was a good job by him. DNA in the old Audi, rounding out the top 5. Then it was Ronnie Q, ARTM Bradley, Brian F, JCD, and NX73811. Yeah. I was thinking about 2 stops pro, now we'll try 1 stop. Yeah, no problem, Huibi. Muffin Man, I don't know. I saw my lap times then. I think you may be losing like 13 seconds or 12 seconds by doing a single pit stop. So it's a strange one. You go into the pit and the animation starts right away, but somehow it takes longer for you to get into the pit and get out of the pit, so you lose a bit more time. Didn't lap me. Where did he finish? Let's see. He's 14th. Didn't finish the race, but yeah, I didn't overlap him. I only lapped John O'Stan and iMask. Guts got unfortunately didn't finish the race. Okay, so we'll go through the replay quickly. I don't think there was too much going on, but we'll still have a look anyway. So there was a question before how to hold up the soft tire for 8 laps. Well, I did 9 laps and then 10. But in my eyes, the only way that you can save the tires is if you don't throw the car around too much. If you do you light brake, so you start braking earlier, but you don't brake as hard, which translates to not having to put so much pressure on the tires, and therefore you're kind of saving them a bit better. Also using rear brake balance a bit more to get the brakes to throw the rear around instead of the front, and not forcing the car too much in the corners, not using like a full lock of turning, trying to use as less turning as possible to get through a corner but still maintain speed. So start off the racing first. Dano's running cute. You can immediately see, like, just looking right there at the start, I immediately have less hybrid power than him. So the Audi probably deploys it a bit more powerfully. Like it deploys it in one go, but the Porsche is able to save it better and generate it better too. So you need to keep that in mind when you're choosing a car. The way I see it, it's either the Porsche or the Audi at the moment. I mean, there are some other alternatives that can save fuel and still be fast, like the old Peugeot or the old Audi. Doesn't save quite as much fuel, but it's still pretty fast. They're all good substitutes. The best car for qualifying is hands down the new Audi. See, while these guys are struggling for hybrid right here, they've run out. See, Dano still has like half a bar and it's charging on the straights, which is the unique thing about the Porsche. It doesn't charge, like, no other car charges its hybrid on the straights without you having to brake. Only the Porsche does that. And I don't know, it deploys it a bit more carefully. Doesn't just throw it all out immediately, so does it better, I guess. Yeah, deploys it gradually. See, I'm running out. I'm having to brake on the straights to gain some hybrid back. Danos doesn't have to do that at all. Watch. You can just go full throttle and brake. Full throttle, brake. There's nothing. He doesn't need to worry about anything. So I'm gonna go further. I don't think there's too much happening at the front part of the field. Simonized, trying to get a run on JCD in the second lap. You can see there's some slipstream and the extra 20 horsepower that the Audi has to provide gets the job done. Cherry also has a very good hybrid as well, but I'm not sure if it's completely good on race pace. So it's something that you guys need to test out. And the one thing to look out for is that these, the Toyota and the Porsche are four-wheel drive. So they might be able to push out of some slower corners faster, like this hairpin before the first sector split as well. Last corner too. But being four-wheel drive, they might be using the tires up slightly faster. See, if you compare me and Danos right now, we're kind of even. I have a bit more fuel, but he's still doing very well with the Porsche. And down the water, it's Sidog, Jesus, DNA, Nick and that older Toyota keeping up, doing a good job. Rescued them, Simonized. We overtook Ronnie, I believe it was, or we overtook someone earlier in the race. It was a Toyota. Ronnie, JCD, Viral fighting with Vipers in. Guts, Iron Mask, M. Bradley, Godot, and John Stan. So we'll go in and catch the first set of pit stops. There are some people going in. So Jesus is going in. He got some. Oh, so that's why. Unfortunately, gets some damage. Just drops down the field and gets a 1.5 second penalty for his troubles. So this probably caused him to change his strategy up a bit, try and do a two-stop, make it work. So as pressure tires can push a bit more. There's Brian F. also pitting in. So yeah, they're the only two stoppers on lap 6. They're going to go for a two-stop strategy, 100%. Compare me and Danos at the moment, lap 7. My fronts are a bit more used up. That's because I'm having to brake on the straights. And braking on the straights at such high speed puts a lot of pressure on the tires. And yeah, it makes them have to wear a bit more. You're not letting that get to me. Compare me and Sidog's tires. That's a big difference right there. That's a lot of tire saving showing its results. So we have Nick, who pits in on the 7th lap. We have NX, we have Simonized. People opting to go for a two-stop strategy. Deco Biro as well. And 18th. We're coming out at the back of the order. Back up in front. Pretty calm race, I'd say. There were some moments where I thought it would have gone a bit wrong. Yeah, I'm happy it didn't. So I pitted on lap 9. I braked before entering in so I'd have a bit more hybrid to help me push out. I'd saved enough fuel previously to not have to refuel at all. Danos refueled slightly. You can see that there's a small pause before he gets out. These are new softs as well. And this out lap and the lap after that is just me trying to work out how to get the hybrid back, because on pit exit these new Group 1 cars are gonna use a lot of hybrid coming out. And it's just me, or you always felt the ROT is bad on tires. Okay. Yeah, maybe. But if you compare it to something like Group C cars, it's a lot better. If you just learn how to save the tires properly, that all kind of fits in with with fuel saving and hybrid saving. If you can get all of that in one as a whole concept, you'll see that your races will go a bit more smoothly. Because generally when you save your tires, you're not forcing the car. When you're not forcing the car, you're not pushing as much. When you're not pushing as much, you're not pressuring the engine into using more fuel. So you're both saving tires and you're saving fuel. Hybrid, it's kind of another thing. It's a bit more separate from those two. You need a brake on the straights if you want to save hybrid, or you need kind of to choose when you want to deploy it. You need to be very conservative. And that's just an extra skill that some drivers need to learn how to get in order to be successful in this category. Steady event, which is funky considering tire wear is the sole reason. Oh, this old one. Yeah, it's okay, but the old Toyota just doesn't have any hybrid with the higher gears. Like, it will get into second and third and it will just use it all in one shot. You see right there, like, it will get 85% of its ERS back. And then you have to be careful with how much you use on the exit. Like, you need to be careful with all that extra power just coming up. So you can see everyone's just having their own race. There on it was just a lot of saving, a lot of calm racing. Down the field, there wasn't anything much happening. And Bradley catching up to Ronnie Q slightly. Little by little, but you can see he made maybe a slight mistake and isn't able to quite defend. JCD using that hybrid to get past the Peugeot, like you can see right there. In front of Brian F, so you can see the difference of acceleration, and now you can see about 120 horsepower difference on the straights right there. It's very niche, but it's extremely strong. Yeah, but then you've got that long straight that comes down to the large hairpin. And on a straight like that, it might be suffering a bit. And there are some battles down the field. Jesus. Harmonizing 16. And Jono Stand getting he had to actually pit in a second time. And Iron Mask also had an incident previously, so we'll see what happened to him. Oh, looks like he just turned in too early. And from there on he just tried to reverse out of the way. Can't get in anyone's way. See there? He picks up a 1.5 second penalty like the driver did previously. The driver did somewhere at the start of the race. Yeah, overlapped John O'Stan and Iron Mask. So, and that was pretty much it. Going at the end of the race with no issues whatsoever. I actually had some leftover fuel, so I was able to push a lot more the final lap just to use it up. Danos, Sidog, all those other guys. I'm gonna just try and get a lap in for manufacturers now. So It has the same top end as the new R18, so maybe they're probably about the same. So manufacturer series round 4 is at the Nürburgring, 3 laps, fuel wear is ×5, tyre wear is ×11. You can use mediums and hards. And like the Nations Cup, for this round there is no tyre requirement. So you can use both mediums if you can save them, or you can do a 2-stop and use 3 mediums as well. Refueling speed is 7 litres per second. Depending on which car you have, this won't really be too much of a problem. Even if you lose a little bit in the pits, it's only going to be like less than a second compared to some other cars. So we're going to get in, we're going to try and do a fast lap. Let's check the same cars that passed the modern hybrids. Okay, yeah. That would be like the Peugeot, the Audi, the old Audi, at least. Some of the Group C's, but that's on a track like, let's say, La Sarthe. They can't really perform at Maggiore. Just a second. And Maggiore is kind of almost the same like Dragon Trail in terms of complexity, so Group C's are not going to excel whatsoever on a track like that. But yeah, I think you're right, Dodge Lamp. Toyota wouldn't be a bad choice, but I'm not quite sure how fast it is in terms of qualifying. So leaderboard, Tierra Hollow 801.5. Wow, that's a blistering time, and then everyone's just over 6 seconds away from him. So it's up to us to get that gap down, maybe even pass him for the fastest lap. We'll see. Yeah, I know. But not a lot of the big names have tried to do a lap yet, apart from Hall. Mercedes-AMG GT3, one of the better cars in general, particularly around this track as well. We'll see what we can do. I'm used to Group 1 levels of grip, so pushing the car a bit too much in some places and braking too late. You can see right there, I'm getting it too wide. Going to be great for the lap time. So through your profit, okay. Yeah, good luck with that dodge. Hope it goes well. Okay, so far I think we're okay. Not sure how close we will be to pole. We'll do our best. That corner a little bit there. Okay, no problem. Yeah, depending on the points, I might do a second slot too. We'll see. Yeah, this might beat him. It'll be close. Yeah, so second off. We can definitely beat the time though. That was first part of the lap wasn't really good. How far were we off? Yeah, 0.9. There's room to improve in that one. Not sure how to approach the NERP. Last time it was easy, no stop route. It's either a one stop or a two stop. Luca. It's one stop, but I don't know how long the pit timer is. The pit is about 7 seconds. You lose about 7 seconds doing one pit. That's just a tire change and no refueling whatsoever. Yeah. It's a good time by a hole. I think we can beat it for sure. Yeah, I'll try after the race to try and beat it, and then yeah, if I can do it in one lap, I'll do that. Maybe end the stream for the first two races. Then I'll start another one up if I think about doing nations again. Yeah, indeed, Dodge Lamb. Two strategies. You can't touch the hards, in my opinion. It really would depend on the car. If it's not good at all, saving tires, then you would use racing hards. But yeah, same Dodge Lamb. I would do that too. In my opinion, Lamb, I believe one stop is the best. Alfa Romeo, it's not too bad. Yeah, it should be okay now. It can hold with a lot of the really fast cars in the slipstream. I think it's good that it got a buff now. Problem is that it's really small. It's low to the ground. It's MR, so it wouldn't take the curbs too nicely, I'd say. Yeah, that's alpha for you. Can't get out of the corners as quickly as you'd like to. Good morning, Fabro. Oh yeah, this is a strong one. 20 drivers. We've got Kenemos, we've got TRL Hull, Psydog, Lionface, Jesus. That is Bass, 100% that's Bass. Ranger Oz, B-Spec Bob, Whiting, Mika Bradley, John O'Stan, ART Lane. Wow, this is pretty strong. Should definitely be over 2,000 at least. Maybe somewhere around 2,300. Yeah, I didn't realize that Jesus was Bass. Seems like he's changed his PSN. Guys, beautiful, beautiful. 2,522 points. This is great, great points. 2,389. makes no sense when I say strong lobby. Should be over 2,000. Well, yeah, unfortunately, Lamb, that's how our region works. You don't... you can't be so fortunate as the guys in North America. That's why I wake up early. That is pretty good for a top split. It's 150 points off the most we've ever had. I think the most we've ever had in a single top split was 2,680. So this isn't too bad considering it's an exhibition season. This is probably the best points we'll probably see all season for the time being. So whoever wins this was going to have a good chance at winning, for sure, alongside the top 16. Yeah. Better get to your Cat 5, bro. Don't let it bother you. Maybe there's two streams. Yeah, sure. Yeah, not many people seem to... Sorry. There are a few people that don't seem to like 24 layout of Nürburgring simply because of the Nordschleife, because it's so hard to overtake. But apart from that, I think it's very nice to drive on. So... Sorry guys, I'm gonna be a bit quiet now. I'm gonna turn off my microphone for qualifying. I want to focus on getting the lap right. Sorry. Let's see you in about 30. Okay, that was a terrible lap. Let me just have a look at the chat right here. Yeah. Don't be pissed off. Of course, I see someone let him pass because his guys now. Come on. Well, my opinion is that he was waiting for me. He wasn't letting me, like, him and Viper Z were side by side on the kind of the fast section in the middle of the lap. Both going side by side, not being able to let me pass. If I got in front of them, I could have made a small gap. On the dotting a her before the start of the lap, he was going full out. He was waiting for me, 100%. But yeah, he was probably racing to have the clean air in the lap. When he went off track and got that 0.5 second penalty, he didn't think it would be good to let me by, even though I was having more momentum than him. I don't know what he was thinking then, but it happened and I just got in front of him nonetheless, so it didn't turn out to be too much of a problem. But yeah, it's this is a really bad lap. I did this in a lobby. I did a faster time than this. Oh no, I didn't. Sorry. I did this time in a lobby yesterday, and I went off track and made a huge mistake. This time, I did a small mistake. I lost about half a second in one corner, but I lost a lot of time having to pull back behind John O'Stan. And then him trying to maybe let me through afterwards. So I'm not. He probably just served his purpose and decided to leave. So that's it. So we still have Sidorg, who's going to be doing his lap. I'd say he has the best chance of beating me right now because that Supra is very fast around here. Okay, hi Anthony, thank you for tuning in, man, it means a lot. And hi Mitchie, hi Ryan, and everyone else. I saw Mano Roger, I believe, before. Yep, hi there, welcome everyone to the stream. So I did this, I got like, yeah. Thanks everyone. A good time, I would say, where you'd be considering yourself in the top 10, top 5, would be under 8:10. But realistically, I think an 8:07 is definitely possible. If you have a clean lap and you don't get, get traffic or anything, or you don't get held up and you don't make any mistakes. Biggest problem with people is they hinder themselves. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, big problem here on this track is that it's such a huge lap. Some people kind of tense themselves, kind of be really on the edge of everything, knowing that they have to do well, not go off track, and they will probably be going a bit slower than usual. Yep. Hi Mikhail, thank you very much. And the Nürburgring isn't called the Green Hell for nothing. The only question mark for the NSX, I presume. Yeah, NSX top end is exactly the same as the Mercedes. It's MR, so it should do good in these faster corners around this track. But yeah, like Dodgeland mentioned, rear tyre wear is going to be a problem for it, which may have to double stop. Yeah, I saw you yesterday, Anthony. Yeah, maybe you should double stop, but it depends if on how you feel with the car. Yeah, arigatou gozaimasu, Koriraichi. あなたのレースをしたときに頑張ってください。I think you'll do very well. I know you got very good. You did a really good job at Interlagos. I think you can do very well here as well. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Luca. Michi, the pit loss is 7 seconds or 8 seconds if you just change tires. In terms of fuel, it starts growing to like 15 seconds. Yeah, you can gain 6 seconds over a lap, I'd say. Yeah, Sidog, I don't know what's happened to him. He's still running. Maybe he's on his lap. But no, it doesn't look like he finished it. Probably made a mistake with Rosmo. We bummed with the Mercedes Cup yesterday. Ah, okay. So, yeah. We're gonna save the replay here. I want to see what happened to some other guys. So the points are still 2,522. That's the good thing about these. If someone exits if they exit the lobby while there's a warm-up, they take off the points. If they exit it during qualifying, they don't change anything, so it's good. Where's Jesus? That's Bass. Thank you. Yeah. Where's Bradley? Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the grid order and then I'm going to turn the microphone off to focus on the race. So the lineup, starting grid for this 3-lapper at Nürburgring is me in first with the Mercedes-AMG GT3, Tiago Hall in the Honda NSX with 3 seconds behind, Kenamos 8.5 seconds behind in the Jaguar, the Range Ross in the McLaren 650S, also 8.5, a bit more towards 9, Ronnie Q23 in the Porsche, JCD 6 with the Lexus, then it's Lion Face in that very tricky Ferrari doing an 820.5, Captain Risky an 8, AR Tillian with the Aston Martin 9. Then we have Viper Z with an 823.6. Then Simonized with Capra Kiwi with an 825.6 as well. E-Spec Bob with the Honda. Godot, BMW M6, that will be a little bit struggling for fuel. Same for Alpha and Bradley. And Iron Mask 15. Then the final valid time is Jesus, or more popularly known as Bass, with a 9:18.8. So yeah, he did some mistake there. Then it's Sidog, who didn't do a lap, and Rosmo. So I'm going to turn my microphone off, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the race.
P1, Sebastian. P1, P1.
Yeah, but that was a good race. Oh, that felt good. 24:52.7. That is amazing. Oh, that felt so good to do. That was beautiful. Beautiful race.
You won?
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, I gave it everything in that one. I tried to push it because I knew I could get a 50 under 55 for sure, starting from pole position. That's it. That total time I'm happy with. I'm very happy with that time. Whew. Okay, so Tyrrell Hall in second, JCD third. Amazingly, he does a really good result there. ART Lane in fourth, Captain Risky fifth, Ranger Ross sixth, Sidog in seventh, carrying from second last. So yeah, very good race. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you me. Thanks Z. Oh yeah, that was nice. That was very, very nice. Clean race too, so can't get a clean race so often on Nordschleife, so I'm happy with that. Arigatou gozaimasu, Kao-san. ニルブグリングが大好きですね。So now you guys have seen the strategy. It's a one stop, at least for the Mercedes. So you do 2 laps at the start, pinning at the end of the second, and refuel, put on some new racing mediums, and push on that last lap, like I just did. So I'm just gonna have a look at the chat through here. NSX was really struggling, it looked like, with tires at the end. Let's see. Mercedes is OP. No, Anthony, no, it ain't OP, it ain't OP. It's just fine. Everything else needs to get buffed. Everything else needs an improvement. I think it's just fine. Insert Nick sticker here, yeah, of course. Gori Raichi, if you're still watching, あなたのレースは頑張ってください. I know you can do well with this car. This is a good chance for you to get some big points. Okay? You just focus on qualifying lap and you'll be fine. What is BOP? Nah, VOP doesn't exist. Yeah, we got some very good points in that one. 2,522. That's the most for this season so far. We would have gotten that 2.4k last race, but we got disconnected, so we did the second slot. It improved. But there it is, guys. I'm gonna go through the qualifying and the replay. I want to see how some guys messed up their laps, and I want to see the race, what happened. Because I'm pretty sure Sidog would have been a lot higher up had he not messed up his lap. Yeah, no problem, Outlaw. You get some sleep, we'll get some rest. And yeah, good luck with your races. Yeah, good luck, Dodge Lamb. you guys do okay tomorrow. And good luck. Thanks, Dodge Lamb. I'm very happy with that race, how it turned out. Satisfying drive. Now I'm just gonna have to wait to see the Asian drivers beat it now. They're gonna have like a Kagi and dual wheel. They're all gonna get really fast time. So I'm just gonna fast forward here. I'm gonna show you what I mean. What happened on the lap, on the out lap at least. First of all, iron mask span out. Yeah, there, so that was unfortunate. So this is what I meant before. I wasn't able to get by, so maybe I was able to save my tires a bit better, save a little bit of fuel, but I had too much fuel anyway. You can see Jono Stan and Viper, they weren't particularly pushing. Yeah, Jono Stan was just in 7th gear, saving a lot of fuel. So he was doing quite. Viper said he was not pushing, so staying behind them. Viper said later lets me past. Nice and clearly. JCD follows. And at this point, I get in front of Jono. I'm still on like fuel map 6, I believe he's probably on fuel map 1. And you can see he's starting to push a bit. So, straight. Being behind Beast Big Bob, but then I see Jono is there, so I just go to the left. Yeah, and he's pushing all the way. He's got less fuel, he's pushing a lot. His front tires, the rears are a little bit more used. And I thought if I was here he would back off, but he doesn't. And yeah, I just decided to pull off, make a smart decision. Unfortunately I held up JCD a tiny bit. But yeah, sorry if you're watching this JCD, sorry for holding you up, but I needed a small gap to Jono. Yeah, that's right, Rick. Something you're gonna have to beat. So yeah, starting the lap, going through the lap itself. I start getting held up slightly with Jono. See, he misses this corner, he goes off track. He has dirty tires. He has a 0.5 second penalty as well. So I go on the left. Kind of keeps the racing line, maybe cuts me off slightly, but I just pull off. He misses the corner, clips the grass, brakes late, and that's the end of his lap right there. And he actually quits afterwards. So further down, I just finish my lap. Farrell may have made a mistake somewhere, but his rear tires are looking a little bit worse for wear. So it was Hull, Captain Risky, me, JCD. I want to head back down. I want to see what happened to Rosmo and Sidog. Yeah, Sidog and Rosmo, they both aborted their laps, so nothing to look at. Okay. Yeah, the next slot of nations is coming up. I'm gonna have to start a new stream, guys, so unfortunately we won't be able to get a look at the race. But if you want to see the strategy that I did, feel free to rewatch this stream and look back. And yeah, just try and learn something from it. Maybe get a few tips. So that's all for this stream. I'm gonna start another one up right away for nations. So yeah, stay tuned, and yeah, see you soon. Trying with the best. You know what? I'm not gonna stop it. Never mind. It's there's not a big break. There's only like 30 minutes. Sorry guys. Juked myself there. We're gonna do the second slot immediately because there's like 12 minutes left, and yeah, we can have a go at trying to beat the fastest lap. So we're gonna use the Audi R18, the new one again. Fortunately, we weren't able to see the race, but for the manufacturers. But you guys can always look through the previous part of the stream. So, for those of you that are tuning in later, or came in during the manufacturer series and are still here, strategy for nations is a one-stop. Saving tires, saving fuel. Both racing softs. You can't you can use medium, but there's no requirement for it. Like you're not enforced to use mediums at all, so you can just use both stints soft, and you should be fine. In my opinion, you should go for 9 laps on the first stint because it's a 19-lap race. 9 laps the soft because you're going to have more fuel, the tires are going to be wearing a bit more. And then the second stint, you go 10 laps with softs. You won't be using as much fuel. Sorry, the car will be lighter, my apologies. And therefore it's faster, it won't be stressing the tires too much. And yeah, you should be able to save them a bit longer, at least for a lap. You can always vary. You can do 10 laps at the start, 9 laps afterwards. But that's if you really, I don't know, if you have a really big gap in front of someone and you don't think that you're going to lose it. Because the delta difference, or the time difference between 1 lap here with good tires and bad tires is about a second. A second isn't much, but the outlap that comes after it really matters, and the difference between those new tires with less fuel and old tires with less fuel is somewhere around 2 seconds, 1.5. So it's really up to you. I don't think a 2-stop is viable. With a car like the Audi, you need to actually save the hybrids too, so there I go, just making fool of myself going off track like that. For the Audi, for race pace, you need fuel map 1. For qualifying, brake balance 2. For qualifying, you use brake balance 1. Brake balance 2 is just to help you save a bit more of the tires, get the car turned in better during the race. So you don't always have to put this car on a knife edge when you're driving it. But yeah, that's my suggestion. You guys can always try another car. 2 other good cars are the other 2016 hybrids. That's the Toyota and the Porsche. Those 2 cars are also very good. The old Peugeot 908 is also decent. And then you've got the SRT Tomahawk, but that's it's a little bit slower in general. I saw the stream got like over 50 views at one point during the race, so thank you everyone for the massive support. It means a lot. Now they just see you filling up the hybrid down there on the left. I don't want to push this fast lap. Okay, so you can get under 20, definitely. I don't think I have the hybrid for this lap now. No, it's running out. We ran out of hybrid right there, so we just lose out the lap. So we'll do this next lap. We don't have any hybrid, but we're going to charge it up for the next flying one. But yeah, those are definitely under 20 as possible. Probably some really fast guys are going to be doing 19.7s, 19.6s. So especially Europe, Asia, because those guys really know how to push a car to the limits. Overall, they're just more competitive regions too. Oh, missed that. No. Not good. Oh, that was a very weird moment right there. Yeah, there you go. So 19.8 I can see a 19.6 in that. Maybe 19.5 even. If anyone's here and they know what the top time is in their region, feel free to share, because I believe this is the fastest for Oceania. Yeah, it is the fastest for Oceania for now. If anyone knows their fastest time, please feel free to share. I'm interested in who's done what. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait another minute and 10 seconds. I'm just gonna take the microphone off for a little bit and relax. So see you guys in about a minute from now. Feel free to get any refreshments if you need some. Okay, so here we are again. Just came back. So it looks like a decent lobby. We've got Makozi Academic also in it. Natty Gaines, Iron Mask, Conzio, Lionface, Sidog. Yeah, surprisingly we get Makozi Academic in our room. We'll see how the points are. So they're not an improvement, but yeah, whatever. We'll do it for fun this time. Not gonna be setting the world on fire. Yeah, it's fine. Jefferson did a 119.5. Wow, that's rapid. Might be able to catch that, but that's a really good time from Defson. I won't challenge him. Yeah, respect to he's doing an amazing job in North America. Everyone's doing a good job in North America, to be honest. There aren't too many guys that struggle there. Better not read chat while I'm going through the discipline, guys. Okay. Rodrigo got what? 563. Yeah, so just like I thought. 19.5s. Thanks, Judoka. I saw you previously. I didn't manage to say hi to you. So yeah, welcome and thanks. Good luck in your races tonight too. Thinking about doing nations? Yeah, thanks Speed Bump and Spud for telling me sometimes. I'm gonna side off again. Oh, that was close. Oh, it's not down for that. Okay. Technically, it was Lionface's fault because he just went off wide, didn't hold the inside, but fine. I guess it's my fault again. Probably the lag. Zdravie. Ne. Thanks, Natty. Need to clear track. Probably gonna use a bit of my slipstream too. See you, Spud. Thanks. All the best. Really hear the tires are struggling there, they're screeching, struggling for grip. Oh, touch the wall, yeah, that's going to scrub off some speed. Definitely a bit more in that one, in that first lap. Oof, Piper losing it there. this isn't the most exciting thing, but this is what makes it go fast, the car. So, sorry, this is what makes the car faster in the lap. Not now, the car is definitely not going faster. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop fuel burning it in general because this is it's not fun. I don't gain much from it. I understand if the hyper-competitive regions like Europe and Asia, they have to do it to gain every advantage, but I don't feel like I need that at the moment. Dicker Byro, he's on his lap. Oh, sorry, unmasked, didn't mean to. On your lap too. Pull off a little bit because there's a big train of cars in front and there's no point getting some dirty air that we don't need. Now we can Oh no. That is terrible. That was not what we needed to do. All this. No. Just absolutely ruined my lap. That's terrible, yeah. It's just... there's no word for it. Well, this isn't so serious anymore, we're just having some fun. I don't mind if I don't get pole position, but... Previous round that I did in... previous slot I did a 1:20.6. This time I just messed up the lap. Wasn't fast at all. Those that are doing Asia or Europe, they should be looking for 20.4s, 20.5s. That's probably what top 3 will be, at least. You never know, people doing some fuel burning, they'll probably get closer to the 20.1s. Just was a very underwhelming lap. That's why you do banker laps. That's why you do laps on full fuel, so that you have something to lean on, just in case. Hi Kai, thanks for tuning in. I think this is the first time I've seen you comment on something of mine. Yep, thank you Kai. Yeah, if you want to see how the Manufacturer Series and the Nations Cup went, you're more than welcome to look at the... to go back through the stream, because in the first Nations Cup I did a 20.6 qualifying. I wasn't really fuel burning much, but 20.6 in that one. And in Manufacturer Series I got blocked on my lap, but I still got pole position. And the strategy for that was a one stop. Now considering that you're driving a Porsche, I don't know, maybe a two stop will be better for you, because the MRs seem to struggle a bit more on the Nordschleife. You probably got the better deal out of the MR cars, but you still will probably need to pit in. You're not doing manufacturer. Okay. I honestly thought that you would, because Porsche, it's not half bad around there. Yeah, that's up to you. They're not a fan of Nordschleife. Oh, of course, okay. One of those guys. Thanks, Andrew. I'll try my best this one. So I guess Kai, you're here to see some super ultimate strategy that's gonna help you win nations, right? To be frank, there isn't one. You just use the Audi R18, the 2011 one. You hope for the best in qualifying. You just, I don't know, for Europe you're gonna have to fuel burn a lot. I use brake balance 1 for hot laps, qualifying, and for the race I'm gonna be using +2. If you're using the Audi, you're gonna have to short shift a bit to save fuel. You're gonna have to look after the hybrid as well, so that means braking near the end of long straights, being careful overall because the fronts tend to use up a bit more on this car due to the fact that you have to save up the hybrid. +5 gives you more hybrid. I'll give that a go. I wasn't quite sure because it's an MR and it snaps a little bit under acceleration sometimes, but yeah, I'll try it. Couldn't possibly hurt. Absolutely shocking qualifying, but we'll do our best in the race now. Wow, okay, that's huge. I didn't know it worked like that, to be honest. Looks like I've been hindering myself all the time. Didn't know that. Thanks for sharing that, Kai. It's just something that will help my race pace right now. Same as yeah. When there was a race here the other way around, the Porsche was actually the strongest, I think, in terms of race pace, and you had to have it on because it was four-wheel drive and all that stuff. You had to put the brake balance in +5, so it could you could have a bit more balanced tire wear. Oh, flirting with danger right there. That was not... I was looking at the hybrid for a second and I just completely missed. Turned in too early. I'm using a bit too much of the hybrid, I'm not regenerating enough. Yeah, absolutely sure, Kai, because I'm not doing anything spectacular right now in terms of regenerating. Pretty much have to do the same old thing as before and I'm still running out. We'll see. Anything that will save the tires. God, that feels so dangerous. Oh, cockpit. That's not what I want to see. I'm not going to do cockpit view for the race. Come on. You have a go at +2. Like, just try it in practice. Because I don't think there's much of a difference, honestly. Strange. Maybe it's just me. Probably is. So I literally didn't do anything with this car. I did like 5 laps and that was it. What do you think about strategy? Do you think one stop is the fastest? Because that's my thought about it right now. Yeah, not in the race, sure. I'm gonna have to generate a bit more. Getting as much energy back as I need. I mean, I am going a little bit faster and my lap times are within 3,000ths of each other, but that's beside the point. No. Terrible. Really bad. Bad lap in general. You see 9/10 off, and we were always doing laps that were very close together, so not one to remember. Yeah, but what are you thinking of? I'm doing a one stop, it's 9 then 10 laps. What I'm interested is, what do you think about it? Like, what's your plan for the race, or is that like a closely guarded secret for now? Are you sure? Give it a go. I'll give it a go. I don't think it's gonna do much, to be honest. I'm more worried about the hybrid than the fuel. I don't need a refuel going at this pace. But if you say it's way smoother, we'll see. almost understeered into the wall. So yeah, let's see from up to what's all the fuss about. Oh, there's no difference there, Kai. Doesn't feel different at all. Maybe I don't feel like I'm gonna die at any second, but that's on rare occasions. It's fine. One. Yeah, looking after the tires, you just basically brake earlier, more softer. It's a technique that I learned from Storm for Group 4, and that's why all of a sudden I'm able to get better results with it. You can utilize it in Group 3 as well, but that's also how I won the top 16. So, tires are looking okay. Better in fact than last time, so I don't know, we'll make this a 9 laps, and we'll try to do something with those 10 afterwards, because I don't see us gaining a lot more if we sacrifice an extra lap on this first stint. Doesn't feel scary. Yeah, it doesn't feel quite as scary, but yeah, like I said, it doesn't change much for me. I've gotten over the scary factor. I've gotten to save hybrid, so I need to focus on that more. Oh, big blown out to our speed because we ran out of hybrid. It doesn't really recharge the same way. Once you run out of the hybrid, it's actually harder to get it to recharge again. You always need to have a little bit in there. Now we're struggling. You can see we're 5/10 down instead of being like 2 or 3. No dirty air definitely helps, but to be fair, I'm far enough in front of what's his name? In front of Lionface. He doesn't have any dirty air either, so he shouldn't be struggling so much. No refuel, and just push out. Oh, and there goes all the hybrid. No, don't know. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to use this outlet to generate some safe now, because you see it's just going away now. I can't make it last. It's not lasting. Oh no. No. Don't run. Yeah, thank God it's not running out. Don't. It's running out of the hybrid. I can't get it to save enough. Plus 5 isn't doing it so much better than plus 2, but this is not particularly fast lap. No, I need to worry about it, Kai. I need to worry. Better to worry. Because I don't care about the guy in front of, behind me if he's so far behind. I start caring about my total time and seeing what I can actually do. Then I compare it up to you guys in Europe, Asia, see how fast I truly am. So to me, that's the only true way of measuring myself at the moment. I mean, yeah, these guys from Oceania, they will provide a challenge every now and then, but so far I want to see how fast I am globally. So we're doing a lot faster now. We've been able to save hybrid a bit better. Bit better. And there goes our qualifying time. We've improved it while saving. Didn't brake properly in that one. Now the hybrid's going to run out. Don't run out. Alright. Just as everything's going nicely, that happens. Yeah, these Group 1 cars aren't quite as challenging at the death chicane as Group 3s. I really wish the Polyphony could enforce using Group Cs only, because that would be more of a challenge on a track like this. Get something like a Gardens, then yeah, of course. Let only the LMP1 cars have a chance. But on a track like this, almost every single track, when there's a Group 1 round, it doesn't really feel fair to any other car apart from these hybrids and the old LMP1s. And they added the Porsche there for the Group C Porsche, the Sauber C9, the Nissan R92 CP, the Mazda 787B, the what was the other one? The Jaguar XJR9. They added those cars in for a reason. I know it's for Le Mans and all that stuff, but you need to be using them a bit more often. Never force it. Yeah, true, but if they made Group 1/C or something, if they put the Group C cars in their own category, it would have been a bit better, in my opinion. I think it has to do with the fact that you need to do more trail braking because the brakes aren't quite as strong. I think that's why. Yeah, the tyres are looking very good now. I'm happy with how they're doing. I need to stop forgetting to save the hybrid, because I didn't go on the brakes there on that one, and now I'm going to lose time on this part of the track having to save. Dog seems to be chasing the fastest lap, or did it in earlier, I'm not sure. Fuel-wise we're fine, push a bit more if we want to. Maybe counteract the loss in hybrid that we may have. Yeah, it looks like Lion Face and Sidog are pushing to get that fastest lap right now. really an eventful race. Nothing much I can say about it. We had some problems concerning the hybrid during some parts of the race. Yeah, nothing too serious. All of a sudden we're able to generate hybrid better. Right when I don't... Okay, it's still meaningful, but... Come on, I needed this earlier. Oh, that was close. Okay. Why not? Let's just hit the wall. It's fun. I really don't care anymore because I'm 23.5 seconds clear. So high ribs. Yeah. Let me just look at this. Do it. Just there it is. Just FF Group 4 cars. Yeah, just Group 4 FF cars. I know. That's what I would like to see. If they could do that just for some Group C cars, that would be nice. Through a tunnel, we spend less time. Nick, I don't think so. If you go on the Mans change. Okay. Yeah, Ribs. Lionface did a two-stop for some reason. He couldn't either get the fuel to last, or I don't know. He wanted to go chase the fastest lap. But me moved to the EMEA region, and now as soon as Macedonia gets included in GT Sport, then I will think about it. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I think there's another 2 seconds in that. Yeah, the tip from Kai definitely helped. Putting the brake balance on +5 helped the tires a bit. In terms of hybrid regeneration, I'm not so sure. It felt pretty much the same, but I was going faster compared to last time. There's another 2 seconds in that total time, so yeah. We got less points this time and we were faster. But yeah. A win's a win. I'm happy with it. So, Lionface, Sidog didn't come. It was, wait, Bushwhacker, okay. Lionface, Bushwhacker, well done. Hi Extreme Gen TV, you kind of come to the end of the stream. Like, I've done 3 slots of racing now, so I'm thinking about finishing it. Go on Le Mans, mate, without chicane. That can't get rid of all hybrid. Okay, sure, I'll try that sometime. Yeah, I'll give that a try later on, Kai. Can I... Just a sec. Okay. Yeah, no problem, Speed Bump. I hope it helped you guys in some way. It can help you for the race, for your races later tonight. Should be good. Yeah, I'll make sure to do it like that, Kai. Thanks for the advice. I also want to try it on +2. Like, I'll compare it +2 to +5 as well, because I'm also interested to see if that changes much. Can you see the battery level in cockpit mode? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Ribs. It's like a blue bar on the actual steering wheel, and I believe there's a number above it, so it shows like in a percentage how much is used. So 3 out of 3 wins for today. I'm not going to do the next lot of manufacturers because those points are too good to pass up, for sure. And I did what I think is a very decent final total time. Yeah, and I think 40 for Mercedes isn't worth risking at the moment. So we're gonna end it there, guys. I hope this all helped. I hope you all enjoyed. It was maybe a bit of a lonely race, but we did have some action at some points. And yeah, thank you for all the support. There were over 50 viewers at one point. And the fact that we've been having over consistently 20 viewers all the time throughout this entire stream, I'm very grateful for that. Thank you very much for tuning in, for giving support, putting all that stuff in the comments, helping me kind of even improve my race pace in nations as well. So thanks once again. But yeah, that's going to be all for this stream. Tune in next Wednesday for round 5 of the Manufacturer and Nations Cup Series in the FIA Gran Turismo Exhibition Season 2019-2020. Have a good one, guys, and yeah, see you later. Driving with the best.